Hello and welcome to Reviews. As always, I'm Plume Noir, and what the hell did I just read? This is Goddess Mode number 6. I kind of have the feeling this is the last issue. Um, can we just, can DC finally admit that New Vertigo is a failure? Can we just admit that? Books are being canceled for reasons unrelated to the series. Some books aren't even coming out, it seems. And then we have Goddess Mode, the kind of headliner, which is a first time comic book writer. It's just given her own series, and it shows. This is the end of a story arc, and I kind of feel that this is the end of the series. Um, Tying the world together, tying the story together as the world is being attacked, and it's a mess. It's a real mess. Let's start with the cover. We have this antimony. How do you say that? Antimony um, is holding Cassandra's face against her crotch for some reason. And we got the trail of bodies behind her. So apparently, this is her uh, monster bird claw death quim attack. I Okay. What this is actually one of the cleanest covers that we've had so far. And when I say clean, at least it doesn't make the eyes bleed. And the art in this book, as it has been in the series, is garish, and sometimes you can't tell what's going on. This is not the way to do a cyberpunk. You don't just throw every color on the palette on the page. So, and here's the problem when I picked up this issue, I've read through this a couple times, trying to figure out what is going on, what the deal is, um, and I realized I'm having trouble remembering what happened in the previous issue. And it took me a while to remember. Oh yeah, Cassandra got kind of killed and went and got the world, the person that Psyche is based off of. Again, a lot of dot hack references here. Um, she gets um, um, oh God, what's her name? Galena brings her back here. We find out in the previous issue that Galena and Antimony, Eye Patch Chick, were a lesbian couple that used magic from two different worlds. Okay, fine, whatever. Um, but then Galena was used as the basis for Psyche, which is powering all the technology, creating the world, but magic is under the surface, and now magic is coming to destroy the world. The monsters of magic, I guess. There's a lot of things that are kind of vague and undefined. I could see what Zoe was going for, and that's the other thing I need to say. Anything I say about this book, I'm talking about Zoe Quinn's writing, because we all know Zoe Quinn is a professional victim, and I'll be honest, the writing in this book is crap. And her modus operandi is to say, "Oh well, people are attacking me." No, no, I'm not attacking her. I don't care what she does. I don't care anything about her. I imagine people that contributed to her Kickstarter do, but I wasn't one of those. Um, you know, Press F for those people's wallets. Um, yeah, so this book, has Cassandra. She's come back to the real world, and everyone is rejoiced to see her. And we get dialogue like this. "God damn it, kid. I know I'm a big goon that beats the snot out of monsters all the time, but I still worry about things." Okay, people don't talk like that. That's that whole thing about saying how you feel. If you're going to make an observation about something like that, as a writer, if you're going to make an observation, have another character say it. Don't have someone say it about themselves. So I'm at the point now with this book where I don't even remember most of the characters' names, nor do I care. We have Cassandra, which of course, that one sticks out because obviously it's a play on the Oracle. Cassandra, look it up sometime. And then we have the one chick who is a kind of like a virtual pop star who, is kind of Hollywood. I'm gonna go with that. That's the easiest name for her. The wrestler chick who is like, I think she's Titania. And then there's the kind of goth chick that sleeps with anyone. It's kind of a bitch. Um, so yeah, that's basically how I'm lining up the characters. And sometimes in the book, you can't even tell who is who. So yeah, here we have Antimony seeing Galena and find out that Galena's not happy because Antimony used to be a creator, now she just destroys. She only sees the bad in everything. Hollywood decides that she needs to take care of Eye Patch Chick, and when Cassandra stops her because it's kind of a heel face turn, I guess you could say. She's not really so bad, or it's stupid. She was corrupted by losing her love, so that's why she lashes out. And so anyway, Hollywood doesn't even believe that Cassandra's real, that she's fake, an illusion, and they're going to start fighting. But the book is a lot of talking. I felt you die. How exactly did you come back? Hey, I only died a little. I ended up in the heap with everyone else that's been deleted. So I brought back whatever I could with my magic. Not to get all too biblical, but Jesus Christ, Mary, you really had us spend the last bit of our monster-free lives looking for our friend, knowing she was already dead? Grief is a liability on the battlefield, doubly so when the enemy likes to masquerade as a friend. Okay, no, actually, the goth chick is Titania. Save your anger, Titania. I believe we're being played for fools. And she attacks Cassandra, and then basically they start infighting. Yeah, I'm going to probably skip a lot of this. And then out of the blue, and again, we have the monster hanging overhead while they're all fighting. They seem to have all the time in the world, but I felt it important to bring this up that Bill just shows up. Is now a bad time for a big fat I told you so? He says, I knew magic was real, but who knew it looked good on me? I did. So yeah, they reunite, and I'm so glad you're okay. Me too. Wow, we have so much in common. We should be roommates or something. Because, he's Cassandra's roommate. And then every now and then the monster reminds them that, oh yeah, we're going to destroy the world. Yeah, so Mary says, the tall poppies are over. I'll save the world on my own if I have to. Just don't get in my way. So yeah, then it becomes a bunch of pissing contests, I guess you would say, between the characters. It's starting to use its fear, the people's fears against them, and um, it even tries to use the deaths of other tall poppies against Hollywood. Tries to use it against the one that Cassandra couldn't save, but turned out she was dead all along. Sophie, who Hollywood Mary thought she was responsible for the death. No, it turned out it was just she killed herself. And Eye Patch Girl didn't tell her that to spare her. It's stupid. It's really stupid. It's overly complex. They even talk about, there's even a line in here where they say, oh, this ruins lesbian drama for me. So I'm going to jump ahead here because they have this plan that doesn't really make much sense. I got to skip a bunch of pages because I really feel that we need to talk about how this book ends. This is a book that I really wish I could go into the whole thing because it is a bunch of standing around talking, standing around arguing. Should we do this? What should we do? That kind of thing. I may, but only if your will is strong enough this time, Cassandra. Me? I awakened the demon within you to reassess you, thinking you would be sent to the asset's location attacked. There you would be able to remove them and depower the system. If I were to devour you myself, we could try again. So, however, of course, we have her. I could easily mess up again. God, you told me the world was ending. You asked to do something, and I just buckled. So, yeah, she's the oracle of trash, and I know I said I wouldn't say anything about Zoe Quinn, but I really feel when I read Cassandra's character, it's Zoe writing herself into this book. And so she gets eaten, I guess you would say, and finds herself with her dad. And now she has a choice to make. There's the last bit of Psyche, and if it gets reunited with Galena, then Galena can change everything back and merge the worlds. But her dad offers her the choice to take control of the world and mold it in her own image the way she wants. And Cassandra says, no, Galena's lost more than all of us. She's been hurt more. And so she releases Galena, and but the problem is everyone wakes up from the Tucker Bradley coma except for her dad, who becomes the new Psyche for some reason. And yeah, it's basically, you see me skip through this. I pretty much skipped through most of the book. Um, you didn't really miss anything. You missed people, the tall poppies arguing with one another. There really wasn't much missed. And the last few pages of the book, again, we go to the stupid texting type thing that they do, which, I lose track of who's supposed to be who. And they even kind of make a joke about this. Where they say, can we put some names in it? I forgot who I'm supposed to be mad at. So yeah, now people are waking up to magic. It's not just everything's technology. And she plays the whole, if technology is far enough advanced, can you even tell the difference anymore? And yet, it gets back to all this stupid texting back and forth as they're going around awakening other oracles and joining the tall poppies. And we see Mary in bed. They say that the war was her whole life, and that she doesn't know what to do with herself. I don't know if she ever let herself think about it after. She was pretty much the most high profile one among you guys. She actually had a real life. She was the pop star. She was famous. She also was dating, sleeping, whatever, with one of the higher ups at the Hermeticore company, which we'll see in a second. How is fighting this war been her whole life? We see that's she is the one that, okay, the wrestler chick did too. We don't know anything really about what the goth chick did too much. So anyway, we have the head of Hermeticore, Eye Patch chick, goes and kills him. And Reynolds, I forgot he had the stupid name, gets woken up by, as you see, Psyche is now Cassandra's dad. But you can't really tell that because of Robbie Rodriguez's art, because they look the same. Psyche looks the same as Reynolds. In fact, let me go back a few pages when she's talking to her dad. You see? These are two different people. These are two different people. That's supposed to be her dad. And yeah. Anyway, we see that, Mary has been sleeping with them. They're sharing a bed. And then Eye Patch Girl basically says that she's worked her way in because she's the oracle of, mixing things up, whatever. And, obfuscation. And I can't talk right now. And my name is Orphelia Price, and now I am yours. Okay. And that's pretty much the way the book ends. They're still fighting demons as though magic and real world coexist. And she tries to end it on a line. Hope isn't something you have. Hope is something you make. So Cassandra still has the whole quest. Her dad is the only one that didn't wake up. I want to know more about this post-world. We see a bunch of images of people being woken up, but so they were all reliant on technology. Remember, like even Cassandra had stuff in her eyes to make her apartment not seem so bad. And, things were being filtered, and yeah, they actually had to rely on the technology to survive. What's going on? What is up with the world? We see this page here where is this, they're walking around, using little spells, whole cheeseburgers. Yeah. What exactly is going on? What did this accomplish? I want to know more about the merging of the worlds. We see here, this book is a mess. This series is a mess. I really should try and sit down and reread it, because there was a lot of stuff set up at the beginning, if you remember. Cassandra kept getting promoted higher up, and that was dropped around what, issue 2? And we're 6 issues in, she talks about taking her old job back. Um, what was up with that? Why was she being promoted up through the ranks? And why was she given her job to, care for Tucker Bradley, whatever, um, for that dude? And it's like Zoe forgot what she was writing halfway through. She wanted to write a bunch of sisterhood stuff. And yeah, there is the whole bickering, and then they all come back together and they reassure one another and talk about how great all they are. The entire time, the monster is hovering in the sky. This is kind of on topic. With E3 just happened. They're talking about the Final Fantasy VII remake, and I remember playing that. And you get near the end of the game. You're on the third disc, and Meteor is just hovering in the air. You can see it on the world map. It's just kind of hovering, and then you just kind of go off and go breed a golden, chocobo or whatever. Go to the golden saucer for a bit, while the thing's just kind of still hovering in the air. That's what this book was like. There is so many times where the magical monsters are just kind of hanging up there. We're not even getting that 3 days type thing. You've made a terrible mistake. Anyway, this book is garbage, and I hope this is it. I I really hope there is not an issue 7. Um, DC, just admit this failed. New Vertigo failed. You have American Carnage isn't bad. I gave up on High Level. Border Town, that's gone, and that wasn't even because of how bad the book was. That other sex book, what, sex crimes, whatever. I forget the name of it, but Love is illegal, whatever. Has that even come out? I don't remember ever seeing that come out. So yeah, this is Vertigo for you. Anyway, thanks for watching. Got a couple more videos. I had to take a little break there, but I'm on call, and the past few nights have been busy, so I'm catching up on other things here. So, but now I'm getting caught up. I'm going to start getting more videos back out. So, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.